According to the state of Indiana, child abuse is an action or lack of action by the parent, guardian, or custodian seriously endangering a child's physical or mental health, whereas child neglect is the inability or refusal to provide necessary food, clothing, shelter, medical care, education, or supervision. Three common types of child abuse are physical abuse, sexual abuse, and emotional abuse. Physical abuse is the intentional use of physical force that can result in physical harm to a child. Sexual abuse involves forcing or pressuring a child to engage in sexual acts. And emotional abuse refers to behaviors that harm a child's self-worth or emotional well-being. Child neglect is the failure to meet a child's basic physical or emotional needs. Whether teaching in face-to-face or in online environments, it is vital to be aware of potential indicators of child abuse and neglect, and what to do when those indicators appear. During the academic year, students devote much of their day to school, physically or virtually, so students spend significant time with teachers and other school staff. This places teachers and school staff in a position to potentially recognize child abuse and neglect. Suspicions of child abuse or neglect might emerge through physical and behavior indicators. Physical indicators might include bruising or other injuries, unexplained illness, poor physical hygiene, stealing food, consistent fatigue, and self-harm. Behavior indicators might include poor attendance, poor academic performance, antisocial behavior, extremes or sudden changes in behavior, anxiety or fear, and atypical sexual knowledge or behavior. Online learning environments lead to additional challenges for spotting indicators of child abuse and neglect. Noticing injuries, hygiene issues, hunger, self-harm, and similar indicators during synchronous video conferencing can be problematic. However, there might be times in which it is possible to notice indicators of child abuse or neglect in a home environment through audio or video. Some indicators that might be seen during synchronous video conferencing sessions include noticing anxiety or fear directly related to people within a student's physical environment, or noticing a physical environment that fails to meet a student's basic physical needs. Whether teaching in face-to-face or online environments, it is important to be aware of strategies for checking in on students' physical and social-emotional health. These check-ins might lead to suspicion of potential child abuse and neglect. In online environments during synchronous learning, check-in strategies might include intentionally planning a movement activity to confirm students' physical health, and scheduling a short independent work activity to allow time to perform visual checks of students' physical environments. In both face-to-face and online environments, it is important to continue encouraging students to self-report physical or social-emotional issues through established school or class protocols. According to Indiana state law, teachers are required to immediately report any suspicion that a student is a victim of child abuse or neglect directly to the Indiana Child Abuse and Neglect Hotline. Once the immediate report of suspicion is filed, some schools might require compliance with additional follow-up protocols regarding the child abuse and neglect suspicion. School protocols should not delay or stop the reporter from immediately contacting the Child Abuse and Neglect Hotline. For example, reporting to a higher-level school official does not waive a teacher's responsibility to file their own report to the authorities immediately following suspicion. It is important to be proactive in creating safe online environments. Safe online environments provide a place for students to feel comfortable self-reporting physical or social-emotional issues. These environments can be strengthened through establishing and implementing online norms and routines, building trust, respect, and relationships with students and families, and empowering and supporting self-advocacy. When teaching in online environments, it is important to continue placing an emphasis on supporting the whole student, including their academic, physical, and social-emotional health. Additional resources for recognizing child abuse and neglect in online environments are available on this webpage. Resources include a printable summary, related examples, articles, blogs, infographics, and videos, and links to other related blended and online teaching hub topics.